So you're finally ready to register that business you've been planning on starting for a while now. Well, that's if you're like me. It took me forever to finally get started on building my business. But unless you are here now and you want to know, how do I register my business with the CIPC? What are all the steps I need to take to register my business and officially be official? Now, this is probably the first step you're going to be taking in building your empire, so you want to make sure you do it right, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. Now, first things first, you want to make sure you get here on the Biz Portal website. I will leave a link down in the description for that. Just click on it and it should bring you on here. Now, if this is your first time on this platform, you can go here on register to open up a profile. But because the person I'm registering this business for already has a Biz Portal profile, I'm going to click here on login. And now I'm going to put in their details on here. And now once you're here, you can be tempted to click here on register a new company, but that's actually not the smartest thing to do for now. What you actually want to do is click here on view biz profile. And now on here, I'm going to click on search by, I'm going to say company name. And the whole point of doing this is to see before we register if your company name is available or not. So if I wanted to name my company Pick and Pay, for example, when I click search, it's gonna tell me there are already a bunch of companies that have the word Pick and Pay in their names. So obviously I can't go with Pick and Pay. Say if I wanted to go with ShopRite, maybe I wanna call my company ShopRite, right? I didn't know there's a company called ShopRite. I click search, and it's gonna obviously, we all know there's ShopRite already, right? So it's gonna pull up a bunch of results on here. So this is a great way to tell beforehand if our company name is available or not. So I want to say Treasured Life and click on search. Here are all the companies that have Treasured and Life in them. Is Treasure of Life, and I think that's like the closest one. But yeah, overall, no other company called Treasured Life. Now, another important step we're gonna take right now is make sure that the domain name, the digital version of our name, is available before we register. Because the one thing you don't want is to have your company name and your domain name to be, entirely different. So it's entirely possible that Treasured Life is available. There's no other company called Treasured Life here on Biz Portal, but somebody is already using treasuredlife.co.za, and we want to make sure that's not the case so that we can maybe adjust our name beforehand. So I'm going to come here on Digital World. Again, I will leave a link down in the description, and here on our platform you can just simply search treasuredlife.co.za, and I'm going to click search. And great, treasuredlife.co.za is available, which means we're gonna have a consistent branding from our company name onto our digital footprint. So for example, we're gonna have to get business emails, right? So we can have info@treasuredlife.co.za, or we can even have tt@treasuredlife.co.za, but that's a process for much later on. For now, we wanna secure our company name. So we're gonna come back here on profile, and then you're gonna click here on register a new company. And you're gonna scroll all the way down and click here on new registration. And over here, I'm gonna click on yes. Now, do read all of this and make sure you understand all of these terms and conditions, right? So you don't want any surprises. You wanna know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So yeah, it is advised that you do read them. But for me, I'm gonna just click on yes and click continue. Again, I'm gonna say yes, I'm gonna click continue. Again on yes, continue. And now we're gonna select our company type. So if you click on here, so you can see we can start a private company, a Pty Ltd, or a non-profit company. I'm gonna click on private company. Do note, if you're starting a non-profit, you will need at least 3 directors on there. But since we're doing a private company, at least 1 director will do. And click continue. Gonna type in your ID number on here, then click this plus icon. And now I'm gonna click on continue. And now you're gonna enter all of your details on here. And once you've entered all of the details on here, you're gonna click here on continue. And now you need to select your company's financial year end, for tax reasons. You can select any month you like, even if the month has already passed. But most companies just have their financial year end in February. So yeah, I'm going to also select February. Authorized shares, I'm going to say 1,000. It really doesn't matter which you choose, especially for now when you're starting out. Remember, you can also issue out more shares in the future. And now here you need to enter your company's address. And on here you need to enter your company's postal address if it's the same as your physical address, and click continue. And now on here you need to select if you already have a name that's been approved. You can click on here. If you want to apply for a new name, which I assume we're all going to be doing, you can click on here. If you're going to register a company without a name, you can click on here, but who's going to do that, right? So we're going to click here on apply for a new name. And now we're going to put in our name on here. So I'm going to say Treasured Life. We already know that this name is available, so we're just going to put in the 1. You can put in like 4 more backup names. So if this name is unavailable, they're going to go for the second name. If the second one is unavailable, they're going to go for the third one, and so on and so forth, right? So we already know there's no other company called Treasured Life, at least according to our search. So I'm going to click on continue. And great, it tells us here that our name is available. I'm going to click here on continue. Now on here, does this company have any employees? For now, it doesn't, so I'm going to click here on no. Now here, would you like to apply for a BEE certificate? Of course, we want one if your company's, black owned, so I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to go all the way down. How many shareholders does the enterprise have? I'm going to say 1. How many of those are black? I'm going to say 1. Out of those black shareholders, how many are female? 1. I'm going to click continue. Black shareholder, how much percentage out of 100 does each black shareholder have? So the 1 shareholder that we have who is a female, I'm going to say 100%, right? If it was 2 people, 1 is a male and the other is a female, then she would obviously have 50%, right? Because she obviously has the 1 half, he has the other half. So for now, we're going to say 100 and we're going to say calculate. And there we go. Now you're going to click here on continue. Now it's going to ask us, out of those 1 shareholders, how many are unemployed black people not attending, required by law to attend an education institution or waiting an education institution? 0. Out of the total of 1 shareholders, how many are black people who are youth as 1, because she is a youth? Out of the total of 1 shareholders, how many are black people who are persons with disabilities? 0. We do not have that. Out of a total of 1 shareholders, how many are black people living in rural or underdeveloped areas? I'd say 0. Out of the total of 1 shareholders, how many are black military? 0. So I'm going to click here on continue. So now it's going to ask us, do you confirm that the information on black shareholding percentages supplied by yourself is true and correct? Yes. I'm going to click on apply. And now they're going to ask us if you want to open up a bank account. I wouldn't recommend going through this on this page. I would heavily recommend that you go around and check who has the best deal, especially for, wherever you are in your business journey and whatever you plan on doing. Find out first who has the best deal before choosing a bank. So we're going to choose neither. I'm going to choose no, and that's for now. Again, go and find out who has the best deal. Now I'm going to click on add to cart, and now I'm going to click on pay now. And you will need a total of 175 Rand to pay this, and we're obviously going to pay via your card. So I'm going to click here on pay now. And before you can put in anything on here, you'll notice I can't actually put in anything. Just make sure you tick this checkbox on here, scroll all the way down and click accept. And then now you can see I can put in my card details. And now I'm going to click on pay now. And great, you're all done. It should take you to this page over here. And going over to your emails, you should have received this email about your name reservation. And after a little while, CIPC will send you another email, confirming everything, dear customer, your registration for, your company number, attached to the following: your welcome letter, your registration disclosure certificate, notice of incorporation, initial directors, memorandum of incorporation. It'll have all these PDFs attached on here. But you're actually not out of the woods as yet, because your domain name is still available, right? So everything that we've done up to so far is just to register your company name. But the digital version of our name is still available for anybody to purchase. So we have to make sure we secure that as soon as possible. Click on this video where I show you how to do all of that, and I'll see you there. Peace. Oh, and congratulations.